Hello, how are you all doing today? I hope you're all having an amazing day. Today is my Fun Friday video and I thought I would do a get ready with me. I am not a makeup guru. I am the farthest thing from a makeup guru. But I like to watch some makeup videos every once in a while and see if I can duplicate it. And some of my favorite YouTubers do get ready with me videos and they recommend some products that I see and I like, and I go on eBay and I go on Amazon and I go on Sephora. I go everywhere and I go picking them up offline. So my collection of makeup here is a mixture of some drugstore cheapy stuff with some middle range high-end stuff. I don't pay more than say 20 or 30 bucks for something, but I'll pay a little bit of extra for something that looks really good to me that I like. So I started out by washing my face, and sorry, I can't see without glasses, so these are my readers. And then I used these F-A-B, First Aid Beauty Facial Radiance Pads. And I did that to exfoliate. So I got a nice clean surface to start with here. All right. And where did my first thing that I do is moisturize with Estee Lauder Revitalizing Supreme. And I found these sample size. I got like a pack of 10 sample size. It's a nice Global Anti-Aging Wake Up Balm. So this goes on first, a couple of squirts of that. And I just moisturize all over on my face. Aging, you know. I mean, I've got fairly good skin, but gotta have moisturizer. And if I'm going out, I also use something with some SPF in it because, you know, you need sunscreen. All right, so got that down. And how are you all doing today? My daughter helped get me into doing my makeup a little bit better and watch some videos sometimes. So I go down a rabbit hole of videos, and sometimes I go down the makeup guru videos. And so the second thing that I use, I got this from a video that I saw. They mentioned this and it sounded awesome. It feels wonderful. No Problem Primer, smooth and pore covering, top secret for perfect makeup. No Problem. Bought that one online. So a little bit of this goes a long way. So I'm gonna put some primer on. And yeah, then I let that set for a little bit to try to soak it a little before I get started with everything else. All right, so I rub that in pretty well. And what do you think? Eyes first. I usually do, you know, the foundation and the primer and the contour first. I don't know why. I just like doing those first. So that's what I'm going to do. So, yeah. My daughter started me out giving me a couple of brushes, and then I went and I bought this collection online, a collection of Sephora charcoal infused brushes. So I've got kind of a mix of different brushes. So the case is a wonderful case, and it's got a mix of some of the Sephora charcoal infused and some others. But I recommend that set. I really enjoy using it. And one of my favorites, I like to use this one for my eyeliner. You know, I use my shadow as eyeliner sometimes, and that makes it wonderful. And it's also good for putting on brows. Where's my spoolie? I don't have my spoolie. Oh, wait, I got that other thing I'm using today. Okay. Anyway, let's get started here. So I'm going to start with a little bit of primer. This is the Infallible Full Wear L'Oreal Paris Collection More Than Concealer. All right. This is what that looks like. And what I do, I don't use this big fat thing. And a little really goes a long way. So what I do is I'm using glasses on, glasses off, the Sephora charcoal infused angled concealer brush. All right, so this is what that looks like. And I go like a little bit right under here and just sort of dab that into place. And I'm all over the map, so this is going to be a fun look at the wild and crazy way that I get ready with my makeup. Okay, so I want to put some under my eyes because I got these dark circles, you know. And so I'm patting that in, I'm patting it in, like pushing it into my skin. Okay, and a little bit on the tip of my nose, and a little line going up the nose, a little on the forehead here, right in the center. I look crazy. A little on the cupid's bow, a little on the chinny chin. All right, now you're gonna laugh because I picked this really light color and then I pick a really dark color concealer. And when I first started doing this, I'm like, I don't know if I can use these colors, but it actually works out pretty good. So the Sculpt and Go, Jordana Sculpt and Go Creamy Contour Stick. This was a cheapie. I did buy it online, but there we go, there's that. And what color is this one? I can't tell, but it's a dark one. I think this is their medium, actually. So, yeah. It seems dark to me. But what I do is I do a little goonk and a little goonk. And you see I have this natural age spot right here. This goes right over it. It still shows up on my face, but it's kind of minimized because it's under this. So that's good. So smile and get where I want to place it. Boom! Boom! And let's make myself look like a clown now. A little bit here on the temples. A little on each side of the nose. To contour my nose a bit. And a little bit under the chin. Just a little tiny bit. So, glasses, where are they? Okay. I'm going to use this Vasanti concealer buffer for the contour. Alright, so what I'm going to do is just push that in a little bit and start, just the basic start of blending it a little bit, but I blend more toward the end here. So... and I try not to wipe it completely off. I have a habit sometimes of pressing too hard and just basically getting rid of the contour. All right, and under the chin here. Get rid of those lines. And the nose. Oh, I didn't even finish pushing in this concealer. Yeah, I'm just having fun with this video. I don't care. So if I end up looking like a clown, that's fine. All right, and next I'm going to go back to the concealer, just a tiny little bit here and here, okay? All right. And now I take my bigger brush and blend. So yeah, I look a little crazy right now. So this big brush I like to use is one my daughter gave me, e.l.f. Ultimate Blending Brush. Okay. And I just sort of buff all over, blending it all in. And a lot of times when I use the concealer and the contour, I end up not really caring too much about a foundation itself. I don't know, am I weird? It just seems pointless because I'm putting other stuff on top and it ends up looking the same with or without the foundation. So sometimes I just save myself the trouble. Of course, there are times when I'm not going through all of this and I end up with my foundation and then just some concealer, and I don't bother with the contour too when I'm in more of a hurry. So I do use the foundation, just not all the time. So one side is blended pretty well and one side is not yet. I don't know. I don't know. When I review this video, I'm going to find out how horrible this looks. So this might be like what not to do. Because like I said, I'm not a makeup guru here. I just follow one on TV. And I'm not even going to name names because I don't want to, I don't want anyone hating on me for saying, yeah, I follow the exact tips of so-and-so and they're absolutely fabulous and I'm not. So anyway, yeah, it's fairly blended out. And I think I mentioned in another video, I had my eyebrows microbladed and I didn't get the follow-up yet. So it was back in January, and the 6-week follow-up was scheduled for mid-March, where I was going to have them touched up. And I was thinking, well, I chose a really light color because I used to not having brows, and I didn't want it to be too overpowering. And now I'm thinking I want them a little bit darker, so I'll have her go in a little bit more, maybe with something a little darker when I do get the follow-up. Well, my follow-up is tomorrow, so I'll let you see that when it's done. So this is what they look like now before the 6-week follow-up, or the 7-month follow-up. So, yeah. And next I'm going to do the brows. So the brows, now when I was visiting my daughter in Brooklyn, she took me to a Sephora shop and we bought this Urban Decay Brow Endowed. And it comes with a primer and the brow color. So here's this. It's got the primer end and the color end. Alright, so I'm going to prime my brows. Put a little of this on. And I'm sorry, I do my makeup a lot better when my glasses are on. It's hard to reach your face sometimes, especially like with the eyeshadow, but I gotta work around what I have, My eyesight is not the best. Okay, now I'm going in with the color. This is Top Trap. Top Trap. Top, hey? Top. Ooh, it's not behaving for me today. As I'm filming, wonderful. And I don't have my spoolie here right now, because I'd go back over it with the spoolie. But maybe I will take my charcoal infused angled liner brush and see what I can do here. Ooh. I'm gonna be a hot mess here. This is a more what not to do video, definitely. But let's just have some fun on this fun Friday, and I'll let you pick on me as much as you want in the comments down below. I love it. All right. Oh man, oh man. I usually don't do my brows since I got them microbladed, but figured I'd go out for you guys a little bit here. What do you think? Oh man. I don't know. I don't like doing my own brows. I hate brows. That's why I got the microblading done. All right, and actually in the camera it looks better than in my mirror here. Well, kinda. Tell me down below what you think. All right, so next thing I'm going to do is my shadow. I'm going to go in with this Wizardry and Witchcraft palette. And I found this online, you know, a bunch of videos featured this palette, and I fell in love with it. And until I get the money for the, what's it called? Is it the Bloodlust? The purple collection, Jeffree Star's purple collection. I really want that one. I really want that one. But meanwhile, I make do, and I make my own purple. Sometimes I use that blue with that red. Sometimes you use the blue with that red. You'll see what I mean. And it turns out kind of like purple eyeshadow, purple liner. I make do. I really do. Okay, so I'm going to start out with Charms. Let's see. I'm going to use a brush my daughter gave me. It's a two-ended one. Does it have a name on it? Nope, doesn't have a name on it, but it's just a generic two-ended brush. I use the small end for the color first, and then I blend with the larger end. So I go in with the Charmed here. And I just sort of go like this. You'll be able to see when I do the other side a little bit better. Alright, so I kind of like to go all over, like right above the crease. I have very hooded eyes, as you can see. So when I put it just in the crease, it disappears entirely. So I go right above the crease, right below the crease, kind of on the eyelid. Alright. So I'm starting off with that. And then I'm going to I'm going to go kind of light today, so I'm using Sorcerers. All right, Sorcerers, this red right here. And I'm just going like in the corner here and up. I'll show you better on the other side. All right, so I go right here and I go up a little. Like that. All right. I'm going to go back to the Charms and go kind of under the eye a little bit as well. Get just a little bit going here. Just a tiny little bit. Okay, so far so good. And now I go in with the Merlin. That's that nice bright blue. Do the same thing as I did with the dark red, right over top of it, and they mix together, and depending how much I do of each, depends on what type of purple I end up with. Alright, so just sort of adding a little bit at each time. I don't want to overpower with the blue. All right, and I'm blending it out a little bit. And let's do the other side now. A little bit of blue, layering it a little bit at a time, right over top of that red. Blending, blending, mixing the two colors together. So, hot or not? Am I a hot mess, or is this actually coming out halfway? All right, so wait till you see what I do for the eyeliner. I like to take that angled brush. Let's clean off the brow stuff off of it. This is that Sephora charcoal infused angled liner brush right here. So, yeah. And for my eyeliner, I take the shadow. So I take this Hangover Prime Set Refresh, and I spray it on the brush just a little bit. Get it wet. And then I dip into the blue and the red together, and I'm going to use the dark red because this is my liner. All right, and then I go in like this, and I get a nice crisp line. And this one's more maroon. I'm going to add more of the blue. Yeesh, now it's more blue. Oh, let's do more blue then. And get a nice crisp line with this brush. I love this brush set that I bought because this is one of the best brushes that this is the one of the ones that I really wanted to have in the collection when I bought the set. Alright, so got that going on. I'm thinking it's my other brush that I can just flip. Alright, and I'm just gonna soften that line up just a bit. I don't like harsh lines, but it adds a little bit more definition with a liner. And what do you think? I know, I cray. All right, wet it some more and do the other side. This one and this one. And I don't know if you notice, I don't go all the way over. I go about 3/4 of the way over, both on top and on the bottom. And they're sisters, not twins, but I do like to at least get the color the same on both sides. Which can be a little tricky when you're mixing the colors like that. And usually working on this side of the face, I usually get it more the way I want it anyway. I'm better at working on the right side of my face. And softening that line. What do you think? All right. Yay or nay? And my eyes are just about done, I think. They're kind of shimmery, but not really sparkly. I'm going to go in with the white one, which is, I hate their script. Prophecy, okay? So I'm going to go in with some Prophecy, and I'm going to go right in here. Get a little shimmery white going on, bring it into the corner and down underneath a little bit. All right, and then I'm also going to bring that up just under the brow. All right. Got a little bit of shimmer going on there. I like that. Now the other side. A little bit in the corner and down under the eye. Okay, and up right under the brow. Oh, I'm not liking the eyebrows. I usually don't paint my eyebrows, and I'm getting product in the eyebrow stuff. Oh lordy, that looks. All right, well, fun Friday video, so I'm gonna roll with it. All right, now the last step for the eyes, of course, is mascara, and for this I bought sample size. Now it always gets old before I use it all, so I bought like a 3-pack of sample size of this, and I really love this one. It's an Estee Lauder Pure Color Envy Lash Multi Effects. Okay, and I love the brush on this. It's got, you know, it's an average brush, but then there's one side that has really fine. I can't see, don't know if you could see that, but anyway. Get some mascara going here. And use that smaller end on the lower lashes. I don't like doing my lower lashes, and that's one of the reasons I like this Estee Lauder brand, is because it has this smaller side of the brush. All right. Other side. And if you guys are more of a makeup guru type of person and you have some tips and tricks for me, let me know in the comments down below what you would do to help me out in my routine, to help me look a little bit more polished, or to get my routine down a little faster, you know, that sort of thing. All right, because I would love to learn from you guys. Love to hear what you do for your daily routine. Work. Q-tip. All right. Now, let's do lips. All right. I bought this. This was over the counter. I love it. If you're wondering why a lot of these have little things on them, I used to have this metal thing that I would have my things on, so I glued metal magnets to a lot of my makeup that I use a lot so that I could just pluck it off the wall. And it was really handy, but I redid the bathroom over there and changed things around, got rid of that. So that's why you'll see these magnets on like my favorite brushes and stuff. But this is a Superstay 24 color by, what is this? This is a Maybelline. Okay? It's a number 45, whatever color that is. So I like this color. And it's a liquid lip. And I use the tiniest little bit. It kind of stains the lips. That's how it stays on for 24. So I use a brush. I don't use this actually because I don't have a lip liner. That's one of the things I need to get. So I use my brush and kind of make sure I get the shape of it right. And you know, for an over-the-counter, this one seems to be really good. I love it. I love the color. And it does have staying power. I mean, it dries into more of a matte. So I just put some gloss over the top. This has a second side. It's more of a gloss. I'm not sure if it helps lock it into place, so I always use it even though I like putting a different gloss over the top. But just in case it's part of the formula for the 24-hour part of it. Alright, so the end of my video cut off, guys. So I'm filming the ending, and I might not have the same light source. I'm doing my best here. Anyway, I think if I remember right, the video cut out right after I did my lips with the 24-hour color. Well, over the top of that, I like to put on this gloss here. It's Infallible Pro Gloss by L'Oreal. And so I put that over the top of that more red. This is more of a lighter color. It's kind of shimmery. It's number 115. So I don't know the name of the color, but it's a number 115. And so I put that over the top of that red that I had. And I love it. It smells like cotton candy. It just sort of finishes off the lip and makes it not so red for me. And I'm getting it all over my fingers. Anyway, so I do that, and then the last step I do, glasses on, glasses off, is going back to that Too Faced Hangover 3-in-1. This spray right here. And it's a nice little finisher that helps set me for the day. I don't know if it actually does anything, but it feels good. And I'm going to be like Jeffree Star. That's just fun to do. And it feels refreshing too. You know, you gotta feel refreshed. So, I don't know, this is the finished product. I don't know if you like it or not. If you do, give it a thumbs up. And if you don't like it, but you got some laughs out of this video, please also give it a thumbs up. I really appreciate that. And I'm here tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. You can join me here every day at 9 a.m. and I do other videos. More of them are more serious than this kind. This was a Fun Friday video. But anyway, so you can subscribe to my channel if you would like, if you've seen my other videos and you like what you see. And if you do, please hit the notification bell, because I don't always upload exactly when I say I'm going to, because I realized a couple of times this last week I meant to upload at 9 a.m. and I set it for the next day after because I stayed up past midnight. Anyway, so stuff happens, so hit the notification bell so you know when I'm uploading. And if you enjoy this, and if you don't, I still love you guys all so very much. I'm glad that you were able to watch through this with me and get a chuckle or get some tips. And also, speaking of tips, I could use some. So leave comments down below with what you would change in my routine, what you think of my routine, all of that. And all of that being said, thank you so much for joining me on this video. I hope you all have an amazing day. Namaste.